Yo,
Yo, yo, yo.
yo, we are live, my friend.
Did you post the link yet?
I will be working on that right now.
Gotcha.
Yep, yeah, we're good now. Yep, both mid laners got
They're
subbed.
yeah,
Rip.
that's really funny.
Because Rurika versus Good Boy was actually in the All Star matchup last split as well.
Yeah, Riorka was
hmm
he was saying that he was like really hyped to sub for me just to play this guy.
I mean, he's good. I mean, the whole Instinct team is really good. Don't get me wrong. But, like, Good Boys always seems to be at the top of the stats. So
Yeah. Well, hopefully I get to play against him in the playoffs.
that would be pretty baller.
There might be an emergency sub named Femboy. The support is not responding, is what I've been told. So we'll see what happens with that.
Ooh, that would not be good.
Does my mic sound okay, by the way?
Yeah.
All right, cool, 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 cool. I had to adjust like a lot of settings because I can't talk as loud.
Alright, I gotta move down. 'Cause, yeah, it sounds like your support's not picking up. So, let me mute the stream.
Yeah.
And we're unmuted in the stream, by the way. Oh, look at
Okay,
good.
bet.
Look at good guys. Eclipse.
Who is their sub? Is it the AVO guy?
No, I believe it's Optima, Avalon, Arctic, Eclipse, Don are their normal members.
Gotcha.
All right. So So looks like all right. We are in draft. If you've got it up, good sir.
I do.
All right. Of course, Instinct taking away Silas from Marika.
I listen. Pike. What's the Pike hover for? Yeah, I was about to say my support does not play Pike. They might have been looking at my account for that.
Don't tell me you used to be like a Pike mid guy.
No. I just like it for fun support. I queue mid support.
Oh, that's
When I get
what's
support,
up.
I just do really funny things. Oh, it looks like the Mel ban.
Yeah,
Sir,
Mel's like
sir,
there's
sir,
worlds where
ADC
like
play Mel?
uh,
Or is it
c-
their
uh
sub?
could be either. I'm not familiar with their sub, but I know Instinct has done some interesting drafts with like AP bots. But yeah, I think there's
I know my team likes to flex AP bot as well, so I was kind of confused on that ban.
yeah,
So I think Ririka also plays Mel.
he does on the side.
I guess they just don't want it in the game. I respect it.
There's two different mid laners. There's ones that don't mind it, and there's ones that absolutely get it out of my game. When it comes to Mel, I feel like.
I I'm like I'm a little in between. It depends. Like if they want to blind pick Mel, I'm all for it. I'll just lock in Xerath and make the game boring. But if
Uh,
I'm in a position where I have to like first pick, which has happened a lot for my team, I do like the Mel ban. I don't know how much you've seen our games. No matter what team we're playing, I always ask for a Galio ban because
oh
a lot of the times I am first. Oh, there it is. If I was a mid laner, if I was playing that Gallia would not be in. So it looks like they're probably just gonna go Gallia, Bruiser, jungle. So it's gonna be like Xin Zhao or maybe a Skarner. Haven't seen Skarner in a while. Do you know if their jungler plays for Instinct?
He plays a little bit of everything, but I think he's kind of stuck to the meta junglers for the most part. It's been so hard for me personally to just keep up with everybody's drafts, and like there's 12 series a week. It's so
Yeah,
hard.
I'm trying to like pull up these OPGGs. There's
Yeah.
too many of them.
Yeah.
The Quirky pick that could be flexed two ways. I know Mac plays it, and I've seen Ririka hover it.
Well, Rurika's hovered everything if you've known him. Like,
That's true. That's true.
yes.
Hopefully, he just doesn't hover Fizz like when he's subbing in for me. That
Ooh.
Swain is definitely Ririka. That is a Swain mid, so that means the Corki's ADC.
I like the Swain into Galio for the most part.
Yeah, it's just like stat check.
Yeah.
The only issue is it just like depends what happens with the jungle. I would assume Instinct with the Galio lock and Ash hover, they're looking at Xin Zhao here. Xin Zhao is really good with those two champions.
Hmm.
They could also be looking for like a Rost angle, but it's most likely going to be an AD Bruiser.
Yeah.
I know my support for Femboys plays a lot of enchanters, so oh wait, that's a
Yeah.
Gallia support.
Yeah. Potentially. And I really do like this matchup for Syndra.
I wonder if they ever like swap the Swain Corki, because that makes the matchup better for both. Corki is really good into mages,
Yeah.
and Swain could also go flex support, so it's kind of a three-way flex.
Hmm. Oh.
I have no idea what my team's doing.
Oh. Okay.
Maybe it is this way. It could
Is
be
this?
Swain top.
I was about to say, like, is your team been doing some stuff behind the scenes here? Don't leak,
I mean,
but
all three of those champions can go bot and mid, so I guess we'll see what happens.
yeah.
Okay, they definitely should be target banning AD junglers here, if it's Gallia support, which I think it is. Okay, they're the I don't really like that Rakan ban. I don't think Gallia or Syndra is gonna go top.
I think no, no. I think you're
On
right.
Team Instinct, I don't even know who you're supposed to ban here. I
I
guess
mean,
supports,
is there a slim chance
jungles.
of
I guess yeah,
like?
jungle.
Is there a slim chance of like Swain top versus Galio top? Actually,
I
I think Arctic has played the Galio top before into like Rumble. So
I mean, I could see that if you want to, like, if you like prioritize picking Galio B1 and want to flex it, but I think there's better champions that fit the playstyle of Galio top better. But if they want to flex it, which maybe they did here, because maybe they saw like the Swain into Galio and are like, okay, let's not put Galio mid, that just will let Swain be able to take Conqueror and just fully stack up. So maybe they do throw the Galio top here. I do like the Jarvan ban from Instinct. That's a really good ban.
I don't I don't 100% know because like is Jarvan ever gonna want to dive into like Swain Corki
Jarvan
Victor?
Galio.
Yeah, I understand that, but I feel like outside of Victor, unless they pick more immobiles, Corki's perfectly okay. Like dodging out of Galio Jarvan combo for the
It
most
would
part.
be more for
Yeah.
Nautilus pick. Okay, so it's Nautilus Corki. I don't think you ever play Nautilus Swain here.
Yeah, agreed there.
My top laner does like to play weird things.
Oh,
He's one of those players that queues Phil for solo queue.
oh,
So
he's
this could be like a weird Victor mid or or not Victor mid, like Victor top, which has been played before early last season, but I haven't seen it much this season. Okay. Maokai jungle maybe?
I'm going to go on a limb and say that might be Maokai support.
Okay, what is this draft?
I don't know how I feel
Um
about this Trundle.
so Trundle top, Syndra mid, Galio Ash bot, Maokai jungle. Unless they go Trundle jungle, Galio top, Maokai support. I think those are the only two options.
Agreed.
And for Femboys, I guess it just depends where the Swain's going. The Swain still can be flexed. Okay, Jack's top or Jack's jungle.
Jack's jungle. My yeah, it has to be Jack's jungle. Unless your jungler's gonna start playing Nautilus jungle here.
Interesting drafts. I like Instinct's draft better, like just eyeballing it, because you have the Gallia Maokai engage with Syndra Ash, so you have like really good pick and engage potential. The Trundle pick's kind of out there. I guess they just want to have side lane pressure. But Femboys has Victor, Swain, Jax, Corki, a lot of champions that can just kind of one shot the waves or duel the Trundle. So the Trundle pick's a little odd. But we'll see right now where what champions are going where.
Hmm.
If I want your opinion, I'll beat it out of you.
I've heard rumors of Corki jungle.
My countenance
That's
is
what someone's saying right now.
Yeah, that's
I don't I
blurry.
don't I would hope my team doesn't pick Corki jungle into like the best team in our little group.
Oh, it is the Trundle top. Okay, now we see is it Trundle top into it is Swain top, Jack's
Okay.
jungle.
The Swin pick was definitely flex then. If it's yeah, okay. I mean, who else could have went jungle? Maybe like Nautilus jungle Swin support. Would have been
Jack's
kind of
top.
funny.
Yeah, which
Okay,
I'm
okay, yeah. This is end up being what I thought it was gonna be. Kind of weird that they pick Corky, Swain, and Victor on the first rotation, though.
Yeah. I'm also fearful that like you don't have a really true front line to like walk
It's
into.
fake. It's a very fake front line on Team Femboys.
Yeah. 'Cause that's what I feel like Maokai, Syndra, like some of these burst champs really hate, as if like someone face checks into them and just shrugs off their damage.
The only thing that Femboys has is it does take a while for Team Instinct to have damage. Well,
True,
it
yeah.
mainly depends what like build Syndra's going. If she's gonna go the Lost Chapter into Storm, then she'll have like a lot of damage early. But if she's gonna go like the slow Blackfire and the Cosmic, then it's gonna take her around 20-25 minutes to actually put in DPS. And I've always felt Ashe is kind of a fake DPS champion. I feel like she's more for pressing ulti to get picks than doing damage like towards the end of the fight.
Yeah, but I think our damage value is actually a little higher here because of just, as you said, how fake the front line is on Femboy's side, though.
Yeah, and they struggle. They really struggle to get on top of her.
Yeah.
One Maokai ulti, they just can't play the game. That's why I'm really confused about the Jax jungle pick.
Yeah.
But I mean, they did need AD. I'm trying to think of a champion that would have been better for jungle.
I don't think Zin's too bad here.
Zinzel's not bad here.
Um,
Maybe like a Zed jungle pick would have been like the worst. You just have to play it like really well.
yeah, I don't think like super assassin jungles fit the bill here. Low key, maybe a Darius just because of triple melee, but then I don't think the instinct
How's
side.
Darius jungle clear? I know they nerfed it a couple times. I don't know how
It's
good the clear
it's
is.
still pretty respectable from what I've seen. I know a few guys
Because
that I've flexed
I
with that play it.
know Maokai has a surprisingly decent clear right now.
Yeah, I think it's on par with Maokai. I just don't think it's on. It's the Nidalees or the Zyrus clear that it used to be.
I know the jungler plays Nefiri. Nefiri would have been decent here. It would have been good, but because you can't really ulti onto people unless it's like an extended fight with like Swain ulti going.
Yeah, low key Kindred I don't think would have been too bad if you can position really well.
Yeah, and they just play like a front to back. I do like the Nautilus pick. The Nautilus pick saved the draft a little bit for Femboy. If Nautilus ever gets a hook on Asher, Syndra, I think Swain just doesn't die.
Yeah, but then
A
whoever
little key.
he hooks could be a pseudo Galio delivery
I'm
as
curious
well.
about the Swain Trundle matchup. I would assume Swain has to like be patient with his ulti, or Trundle would ulti a Swain ulti. I think Trundle would win it if that's the case. Maybe I think early game Swain should be able to abuse him though. I'm curious what's gonna happen if this game gets late, because we all know the power of late game Corki.
I forgot to post the link until now. Glad I did that.
Wins on Corki. I actually like that.
I think Corky's super underrated right now, in my opinion.
I think when it comes to like post 25-30 minute ADCs, he is one of like the best like DPS putters. He's also really good into mage bot. So
Hmm.
I do always like a Corki pick. Trundle took Ghost. We haven't really talked about this Victor pick, but I'm not too sure how much Victor is going to be utilized this game. They do struggle to get on top of Victor and Corki, because even though I like Instinct's front to back better, they don't really have dive engaged other than hope Ash ulti hits someone.
There is a chance if you get in game quicker than I do, you might have to pause.
Yeah, I did.
Alright, cool.
I think from now I can probably just. No, I can't really watch the stream because the stream has a delay now.
Yes, the stream has a little bit of a delay. I don't remember exactly how many seconds, but
And I'm assuming you go like Fog of War on and just have like directed camera.
yeah, for the most part. So
Okay, I'm at 0 seconds. Let me know when you're.
Oh, I'm so okay. Time controls. All right, I'm paused at 24. Sorry, 25
Okay.
seconds. So
Okay, I'm at 24, 25, 26.
27, 28. All right, we're pretty close.
Alright. I might be like 1 second ahead of you.
Yeah, it's all good.
Pause for like 2 seconds. Okay, I'm currently at 38, 39, 40.
Yeah,
How
we're
far are
like
you
a
off?
we're like a half second. So
I'm good.
It's all good. Yeah, yeah.
Looks like Femboy was going for the bot lane cheese with Nautilus. Tries warded, so they're gonna know. It's gonna let Team Instinct get a deep ward on their red side.
I absolutely hate that volley. Because now you just told them that they know where you are. Instead of, like, you could have invaded, potentially triple buffed this Jax, and got him really hard behind.
I agree with that. It would have wasted Femboy's time a little bit more.
Yeah.
But now they get their resets off. Victor's already checking the chickens. I think he's gonna ward the red, maybe? Yes.
Okay. No, it's not so bad, yeah.
This bot lane matchup is very interesting early game. Because if you're playing Corki Nautilus, you kind of want the wave to go into you, but Ashe Gallia don't have the best push.
Oh, look at this level 1
Are we
top
about to
lane.
get a first blood? Okay, flash for Ghost. What's the command to see the gold
You
for
can just,
each character?
double check. X-ray. Oh? Okay.
That's a really... Huh. I really like that invade. It's very risky.
That Jax invading level 2 was not on my bingo card. What are they?
Oh,
Oh, okay.
2 for 1. Really, really well played. Jax was very patient on that dive. I think Maokai should have just held that recall and hope he got out.
Yeah, I felt like Avalon was calling for, to go on the Jax, but then Nautilus Corki pulled the trigger onto the Ashe. Like, simultaneously. That's a really early tier and first back on this Corki, so...
I do not like ADCs going refillable. I think it's such a waste of gold.
I would
Especially in
I
the
would agree.
Corki Nautilus, that's not a lot of poke potential until 6.
Yeah, I've come to actually kind of be indifferent on refillables for mid, but I agree on bot where you typically have, either an enchanter to help you out. There's definitely no refillables Oh, we see.
Maokai doesn't have flash. Maokai doesn't have flash.
Oh, nice
Does he reach? He reaches.
Really good W, but he's still dead.
He's gonna try to
here.
push the wave to die.
That's a really good play, yeah.
Maokai did not finish the scuttle crab, so Jax ended up double crabbing with his topside still up.
Got fight bot lane here as Galio went to taunt Nautilus. Slow trade of health bars.
I've noticed a lot in this tournament, especially teams I've played against. People love buying control wards. I don't think I have a control ward purchase this entire season.
Okay,
I'll be honest.
I'm in the middle, where I've told junglers you get 2 control wards.
Oh, good hook by Ashes.
Oh, nice.
A little late on the cleanse by Mac. But they set up a lot of prio for this dragon.
Yep. I think the important thing for Instinct's bot lane is they didn't get over a kill, because that would have been feats of combat. Oh, unless Arctic's just going to go ahead and take it.
Jax will pick up the kill.
We got bot lane scuffle again.
Ashes goes down here.
Oh, Eclipse.
Ash does win this. That was a really bad death by Nautilus there. All they had to do was stay alive, and they just have so much pressure on the map. But Jax with 2 kills is very interesting for this game. I think they do struggle to kill Jax come 3 items, especially once Jax buys that Hourglass. You can just Hourglass the entire Syndra combo.
Yeah. What do you think of this? I'm looking at the keystones a little bit. This first strike on Syndra, like, I understand the theory behind it, but I feel like you want Phase Rush to stay away from this Jax Swain.
It depends. If he's gonna go the Blackfire Cosmic Drive, we're just seeing a beating from this top lane. Swain cannot even walk up to this guy. If Trundle gets a freeze, then I don't think Swain can play the game. But back to the Syndra, if she goes Blackfire Cosmic Drive, she doesn't necessarily need Phase Rush. But personally, if you want First Strike for like damage, I would just go Arcane Comet. We see a fight bot lane. I think Gallia is dead for sure. Ashe should be able to walk out.
Avalon
But
is
I
already
think
caught.
this means... Oh, the flash from Jax. Good hook. And that should be Dragon.
Okay, they didn't pull the trigger on Rurika. He sniffed it out. Avalon was doing Dragon during that whole thing.
Yeah.
So...
With no 6 or flash from Maokai, he's kind of in a bad spot where he kind of just has to path up, then like play for grubs, but he is so behind in gold from Jax, where if Jax just gets a base off here, then I don't think they can really contest grubs either.
Just taking the grubs away from Trundle is going to be massive.
And it's also really good for Jax if Jax does split push after jungle items completed, which I think he should be able to. Because I don't think you can send the Swain or Victor side lane against this Trundle.
Yeah, the Trundle build path is actually pretty nice here too. Going like Blade Wits in for some MR.
Oh wait, Maokai is skipping his top to do grubs, so he does not have ulti for this grubs fight. And Jax probably has 1,000 gold worth of items on him right now. Don't know how fast Maokai is going to do these grubs. Jax does have vision on Maokai. Trundle should have first move, but Victor has first move. Okay, Maokai ended up getting one. That's not bad.
Yep. Also, no Galio's 6 for this fight as well. He's already moved up. The support hit 6 before jungle.
Swain flashes in, Maokai flashes out.
This could be a big fight for the Swain here.
Oh, good Ashe ulti,
Yep.
but I don't think it matters.
Oh, nice flash auto.
So-
Oh,
Burns the Syndra flash. Syndra still might get picked here. Swain does have no mana and no follow-up. But Jack's taking Maokai's entire top side when Maokai ignored his top side. This Maokai's gonna struggle getting back into this game. I think Jax is just gonna sit in his jungle.
yeah, 'cause his next back he's gonna have Trinity. Oh, he's gonna be close to it. Yeah.
Jax does have to be careful here. They do not have Swain. Okay, Swain is TPing. Jax might look for the dive here. Because, you know, Trundle's gonna fight this.
Yeah, but Avalon's also here.
With ulti.
Swain no ult. This is tough. Swain might take down our. Nope. Oh, we're fighting a bot side here.
Corki flushes out. Don't think Nautilus dies. Their wave is now in a bad spot with Corki being this low. Corki is forced to back on a bad wave.
Dude.
Jax is just completely ignoring this Maokai. This Maokai just does not have damage.
Oh, Rurika.
No flash on Syndra. Rurika might kill her here.
Oh, that was a boatload of damage out of Syndra. Oh, he sidestepped the laser?
The Q.
Oh, the Q shield.
Well played on Rurika.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like she's going for Ludens this game on Syndra, which I do not like. I really don't think that item's in a good spot right now.
Could potentially still be Lost Chapter Storm. Because it also uses
It does.
the alternator. I do like this, looks like MR boots coming out of Rurika here in this matchup. I'm just trying to keep the Syndra down even more.
He's sitting on it. He bought that Null Magic pretty early on. There's a little thing that's going on with feats of strength where people are sitting on tier 1 boots, and once feats go out, then they decide what boots they want to go, since CDR and Swifties are super good with the feats of strength.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been doing that since feats come out. I felt like you're just sitting on tier 1.
With Ashe ulti up, botlane is in a weird spot here.
Oh, gotta fight topside here.
Yeah,
Nice
this is
pull.
what I figured. The second Swain ultis, Trundle ultis Swain, and Trundle just does not take damage. Swain's going for the Roa build this game just to have more HP. Maokai does have ulti here. He's looking mid.
Little fight here in the bot lane. Nautilus ult comes out. But Optimal might
Looks
die. Rurika's
1 for 1.
bot
Could
lane.
be. Galio should be out here, but that is probably another plate going to the Corki, who's already ahead in gold. Don't really like the Ashe build path. She doesn't have any damage, just double attack speed, but she does get the BF sword here. Looks like second dragon for Team Femboys. Jax could be in a bad spot here. He's kind of greeting for this red buff, knowing that bot lane's on their reset.
The shutdown could
Flash from
go.
Galio taunt. Maokai hits.
If this goes to one of the carries, it's going to be bad. No, he's actually out, and they're actually going to turn the fight here.
I think once Maokai knocked the stun into Ashe, it just completely griefed that fight. Ashe couldn't DPS Jax, and Jax got out for free. Then with follow-up, the fight just ends up being so one-sided. If you're Team Instinct here, I wonder what your win con is. It looks like it's Trundle split push, but I think with Jax being 4-0, it's kind of hard for Jax to split push.
Oh, Rurika trying to 1v2 this year.
Jax
Jax
is
in the back
here
pocket.
too. Far side on Jax, they know he's there. Galio's here, Nautilus is not. He's on his way.
The Syndra ult just came back up. Ashe ult's coming mid here. Hits Ashes. Oh,
Jax is just too strong right now. The Trinity Force.
Yeah.
Good
Does,
taunt from Galio. Lets him live.
also, didn't you?
And we might just see a solo kill here, bot lane. Yeah, that Corki damage with Trinity Force is just so much.
Yeah. Yeah, this is starting to become um, a little bit of a stomp here. Aside of Femboys, they're already up 4,000 gold here, 14 minutes. But Trundle is on
I
one
think this
item.
all came from the Jackson Vade. That Jackson Vade just really set the tone for this game.
Hmm. Yeah, I think your win con here is through the Trundle. You know, we're looking at almost a 15-minute. I think he gets row on the spec. So yeah,
This season's so gross. Look at these builds coming from Team Femboys. Look at all this HP that they're just getting free. Going Leandries on Victor here.
oh, Inferno didn't complete the back here. That's even more delayed on the row.
Looks like they are swapping bot to top to deal with the Trundle and have numbers for this Rift Herald. It's gonna be very hard for Team Instinct to play for this Rift Herald here. One thing I'm learning about this Swain Trundle matchup is Trundle can't really kill Swain because Swain, when he ulties, he kind of just one-shots the wave. So Trundle can never really kill him near tower.
Also loses a little bit of value there with things dying in his passive. Getting some health back.
Don't look at all the boots from Team Femboys here.
Oh, oh, that is 5 MR boot squad.
I think Merc Treads is in a good spot.
Yeah.
They seem to break mid tower here.
Oh, that's a. Oh,
Galio's gonna go down. No flash.
oh, nice locket overall. Syndra does pick up a piece of that.
Ash flashes in and just
Oh, that
immediately
was
gets one shot here.
ballsy.
I don't know what that was.
Ooh.
I don't know. This might just be wraps already. I don't see how you come back. You lose 2 dragons. Like, you can't play for the next dragons. You're down 7k gold. And you can't really lane assignment anyone anywhere. Because wherever Trundle goes, I think Jack's just gonna hover. Assuming you send Ash mid here, then you just have Syndra bot to just keep pushing the waves. Trundle's gonna go top here, and I would see, yep, Jack's top side's up. Maokai does go Leandries here, which I'm not the biggest fan of, especially when you're behind.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about Maokai in general. Because I feel like if you're going Leandries, there's other junglers that just do it better. Like, he just doesn't get tanky enough early enough to play that role, but he doesn't do enough damage to play that role either.
Yeah, I wish Team Instinct went like Zac or maybe Gwen. Could have also went Xin Zhao here. Maokai pick's good in theory because it's good like peeling Ash Syndra, but if you get behind early, you are just kind of just useless per se.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Jack's 2 items, walking straight to Dragon here. Look, yeah, I do like this dive call. It's the only play you can make because you have to give Dragon here. Victor TPing top here. I think that might have just been a waste. I guess they didn't want to give too much gold for Trundle when it comes to towers, but they might just be able to redive. Ash ulti coming in, gonna miss, but does not matter. They might get 2 towers here unless Jax comes in to clean up.
They get out cleanly here, so that's
Really like that call from Team Instinct.
yeah, that's 2 kills, one being a shutdown, and comeback gold on the turret there. So they're only 5k gold down. The 3 dragons being down definitely hurts.
It's still hard for them to play for objectives. That's why I really like that call, because instead of just going around Dragon and just like seeing maybe if you get a pick with the Ashe ulti, you just decide to take top tower, take the bounty gold, and get 2 kills. Should have been 1 kill. I don't like that TP from Victor there.
So if he does it again, you're just gonna sub back in.
Nah, I'll let him take over. He got it. Luden's in the Shadow Flame on Syndra here. I guess they were worried about the damage, but I still think Black Fire would have been better.
I think the moment you get behind, you pivot into Blackfire. That's what I like about the Lost Chapter build path. Because like you first back it, and then if the game goes to shit, Blackfire helps with wave clear. If not, then you can stay on point with whatever else you were on.
They just cannot contest objectives with the Jax being on the screen.
Also to note, like this is the perfect 3 dragons for a swing.
Yes, Swain is actually going to be... I still think Trundle wins the 1v1, but in team fights, the Swain is going to thrive very well.
Right, all in.
Like Trundle's desperation
Oh,
all inning, and it's
Lord,
going
he's
to work
2
for
items.
him. What is that damage?
Oh, he completed the Bork there. So Swain doesn't have any resistances.
Do you ever look at a Frozen Heart here if you're Swain?
Yeah.
I think we might see multiple Frozen Hearts from Team Femboy, judging that they went 5 Merc Treads.
Oh!
Good cleanse from Corki. Corki gets out, but I think Ashes goes down. Oh. Flash from Corki. Corki goes down too. That's one way for Instinct to come back into this game.
Yeah. Now they're only down 3k.
Femboy cannot be getting picked like this. They are so ahead, 3 dragons at 21 minutes. All they have to do is just farm till 4th dragon. Play Baron.
Here comes
I think the game's
Jax.
over. Jack's going in. They get the Galio, but I don't think anyone else dies here. They might go for tier 2 tower since they see Trundle bot. Oh, Galio, or Jax is just going in. Another kill for Victor there, and that goes tier 2 tower. So even though Instinct got those 2 picks, the goal just went right back to Team Femboy.
Yep. Yeah. With the shutdowns basically is the difference in the trade there. It was 5, it went to 3, now it's back up to 4. So, but
Wonder what Jax is going to do with this Negatron cloak. He can either go Wits or go into more of a tankier item. I would assume he goes into more of a tankier item here. Wanting to not die because he is kind of the engage.
could be Jack Show, could be Rukerin.
One thing I've noticed about Ryurika is he loves to full buy the boots. He's the only mid laner I've seen so far to second item or third item full build, full buy the boots here.
Did it just crash on you?
Yes.
Shit. Why has it been doing this patch?
Do we rewind or is it just gonna auto go back?
Good question. I've never actually tried to rewind. Let's see if this actually works. I just rewinded it.
Yeah, I did as well. I'm at 22:51.
23. It just stopped again at 23. Alright. Time to exit game and then respectate through a friends list.
Reload. And just spectate through like one of the players.
Yeah, yeah, I have most of the league on my friends list.
Okay. Once I'm in, I'll jump to 23 minutes and pause and wait for you.
Yep, yep. Alright, I'm at 24. Can I go back any further?
The farthest I can go back is 24 flat, so you just want to
Yeah.
24 and alright, I'm paused right now. Let me know when you're ready.
Uh, pause. Alright, three, two, one. Alright, there we go.
Well, we did not see what happened at the end of that fight. But it looks like Team Femboy is going to secure this Ocean Soul here.
Oh,
They
that.
opted to swap Victor top, which I do like, because he gets a one-shot the wave, but Trundle's just going to look to always just all-in him here. They can just not get a hold of him. Galio might go down. Good flash from Galio. Well played from Galio there.
Yeah, that was actually pretty crazy.
Looks like Team Femboys is going to force. Maokai ultied the Jack solo, so it didn't really do much. They get the tier 2, but Trundle's getting the tier 2 top. Swain's going to recall for the inhibitor tower here. He might get stopped here.
This is gonna be an interesting back and forth on the pressure here.
Yeah, Victor does have TP up. If I was Trundle there, I think I would keep going.
I think the other thing.
Now,
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say now this lets Team Femboy just get complete control vision-wise of this Baron, without needing to worry about Trundle. Jax does opt for the Wits End here. I think if you're Team Femboy, you just look at this Baron whenever.
I think the other thing to note is, on the side of Team Instinct, they have no anti-heal for this early Ocean Soul. Like, I don't think
I would assume Maokai or Gallia is going to build Thornmail, but I really don't like the heal cut with Thornmail because you have to hit him to get the Grievous. Guess it would be better on Galio since he does have a taunt. Nautilus just goes in, doesn't take damage. Looks like Maokai's gonna go down here. Ashe lives. Jack's Q zone's back up.
Yep. Flash Q on the Jax.
I think Team Femboy can just look for an end here.
Yeah, this is a turbo end angle.
Jax is tanking the tower, so they keep the wave. Trundle's forced to just all in the Swain.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Syndra Galio can hold. Jax doesn't have flash, and Nautilus is going to have to hit a hook here. But yeah, Trundle's forced to recall here. Really well played by Galio. You get the Jax off the tower and Syndra.
I gotta watch for the turn here, because they're healing up more and more now that they're kind of kiting back.
Don't know how good Trundle's going to be in a team fight. I think he just gets kited. Maokai doesn't have ulti. Looks like Nautilus is going to go down, but this might just be a team wipe.
Yeah, this is gonna be a 5-0 here.
Good flash hook by Ashes. I think the game's just over here. Game 1 goes to Femboys. I think a lot of this is just... that Jax invade really just set the tone for this entire game. I think if all lanes go 0-0, I think Instinct had the better draft. But I guess now they can be more careful about the invades coming into this game too here.
Yeah, and we've seen them bought super late heal cut. I feel like if you know you're gonna give over Ocean Soul, that heal cut earlier may have helped you like X4 more in a fight.
Jax almost doubled the gold. 15k from Jax, 9k from Maokai.
Ooh. Yep.
Oh, the stream is apparently broken.
Is it? I know when I reloaded back in, there was a time where it was a touch of a black screen, so I had to go reset the scenes. But the other lobby is up. There you are.
Uh, is the stream fixed? If anyone can, the stream works for me,
Yeah, I
and
just
I'm watching
refreshed.
it.
It looks good for me as well. I don't know if Brandino or anybody else is still in there.
One thing I will say about Team Instinct is I really liked how Galio played that game. I think there's a lot of cases where Instinct got a lot of their comeback gold just from this Galio.
All right, cool. We got stream is back, so it looks pretty good. All right, let's switch over to the draft. No. Ooh. Okay. I kind of like this draft tool. It looks a little slick. So,
Can you DM me the? Actually, no, I still have the draft link.
yep.
I do really like this website where like just game one, two, and three are already here.
There's been a
So much better than LOL draft.
Yeah, there's been a couple out there that I think people have found. One is like fearlessdraft.com or something like that, where it's all just one link. So, but I think in the whole time I've been casting this split, there's been five different draft sites been used.
Oh,
So,
they go to ban the Akali here instead of the Olaf. So Team Femboys does have the Olaf up if they ever do want to play it. Same bans from Team Femboys, which I would assume all three of those champions are just really annoying to play against.
yeah, knowing Rurika's champ pool and what he prefers doesn't surprise me. He wants or is pushing for those type of bans.
The Yumi, are we going to see the Yumi Zeri? I don't like first picking Yumi because it just like it just knows that you are locking in Zeri here.
Yeah, this is like a Yumi hyperscaling plus excuse me plus Olaf into like super tank comp. Like if you draft well around Yumi, then the other team already knows what's coming. So it's be interesting to see how Instinct
Yep, I
plays this draft.
imagined that they'd go double engage bot lane. I was either thinking Tristana or Draven. Because I mean, if you lock in Yumi, like there's only so many ADCs that you can realistically pick. You can go Zeri, you can go Lucian, you can go Twitch, you can go Ezreal if you want Yumi to play for jungle. I guess you can go Sivir as well, and just kind of play for 20, 25, 30 minutes. But this does give so much dragon control for Team Instinct already.
Yeah, which I think is already very different than the previous game, where Femboys like had the super aggressive bot lane and just gave over a little bit of dragon control there. I love this Rel. I think Rel is like slept on a little bit.
I really like her because she's one of the only characters that can break shields. I think every character that can break shields is very strong. I know we see the Annie from Ririka. I'm going to
What?
flame him for this after this game.
I mean, is this low key could be any top?
I I would assume if you're playing weak side bot, you have to play something that can get kills top lane. Because you can't give both objectives.
I like this Orin pick. Yeah, aggressive
I do
bot
like
lane.
this Ornn pick. So
Sp-
looks like we're gonna play cross map game. They do end up banning the Olaf still. Team Femboys could look at Gwyn here. They'd be pretty AP heavy. But they need something to just take over this game against this Ornn. Nah,
I don't
Annie
know.
mid good. I think Annie is in a good spot, but I just don't like the person who's playing Annie.
Well, tell them how you really feel.
I will. They do ban the Gwen. I think if you're Team Femboys here, you have to ban a mid laner that will outrange Annie. Since Syndra's off the table, you could look at
I think it's actually.
not too sure who their mid
I
laner
think.
actually plays.
I think regardless, like it's an Oriana ban here. Like
I do like Oriana ban.
she's traditionally really good, outrages Annie, and Oriana does have quite a bit of ball delivery here. And even if Ori gets behind, it's a kind of a pseudo enchanter for Tristana.
And this is a good Nocturne game as well for Team Instinct. They do ban the Nocturne. I guess they were reading my mind here. Okay, so they are probably going to go Jarvan Oriana.
Yeah,
You can't. I guess Oriana ban would have been better because you can't ban both Jarvan and Nocturne if you're banning Wukong. Wukong's also really good with Oriana. Team
now,
Instinct has a completely different draft as well.
yeah, they're definitely playing for the
They
early
went from
game.
pick to full team fight.
Yeah,
The Camille to counter the Ornn, I do like this pick. I am curious who the jungler is going to pick here, and assuming that it's going to be Oriana mid. This could. Who would you pick here?
uh,
You could go either
Sedge.
damage type. You need some sort of like tankiness.
I think it's like Sejuani, Skarner.
Talia. I was also thinking Talia if you just wanted to just say fuck it or screw it. Let's not go tanky. Let's just go full disengage play for the Camille split push.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of this. I feel like you need to have some type of front line that's not Tibbers in front of this Sivir, or she's just going to easily get ran down.
It's really good for the disengage.
What? That's a Katarina.
Okay, the egos are out. The egos are out tonight. I love this is a me pick here. My entire team like plays all around for like a mage pick, and I'm locking in Fizz. I love this pick here. I love this pick so much.
Okay.
I
Annie versus
mean,
Katarina was not on my bingo card tonight. Not gonna lie. Uh,
I'm pretty sure Annie beats Katarina
oh,
pretty easily too.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
I'm not a fan.
technically, Katarina's not a bad pick here because you only have Annie CC and Talia has to hit her E. But I don't know. I think this was just like the freest Oriana lock in.
Yeah, even if it's not Oriana, like Cassio's good here. Fuck Cassio, Anivia, Ziggs, Asol, like anything that just doesn't want to go forward and just kind of backline it. Like plays
I
off of
think
it.
I'd rather see like a smolder here, honestly. But for the ego, I do love this pick. I'm hoping to see some crazy Katarina pop-ups here. If Katarina does get ahead, she does take over this game, to be fair.
Yes.
No, they do not have lockdown on Katarina other than Annie Susie, which I don't think that's enough because I think Katarina can freely go Merc Shreds this
Left
game.
your brave pants at home.
I don't think she needs the damage because they are very squishy.
Now, now, what are the comms like if you're Rurika and you're like, all right, guys, I'll play Annie, and then this guy egos Katarina on me? Like, please let me play something else.
Yeah,
Because Rurika would be itching to just ego versus ego somebody.
he does. We did handshake before this entire tournament started that we are going to play Silas versus LeBlanc if we do play each other in game one. We already handshaked it. I know he does love egoing as well,
Ooh,
but
man. When that does happen, count me in for casting.
yeah,
Because,
it's gonna be a very fun watch because that's gonna be the only time I get to see LeBlanc, and I think Rurika Salas has also been permabanned this entire tournament.
it has not. I think he's played it
Oh yeah,
twice. But
I
yeah.
do remember he did get it. He got
Yeah.
it when he played Ari game one, Silas game two. I do remember that. It was when they lost game one.
Yeah, the dreaded 1-7 Ari game. Or 1-10. Whatever it
Hey, that's
was.
my goat. That's my goat.
Yeah, Julia in the chat will definitely let us know what that exact stat was. But, man. Katarina.
I
Okay.
love this pick. I love this pick so much.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
my team would be flaming me. My team, no, my team would be flaming me.
Oh, man.
I'll be honest, and my team can vouch. I have not got to pick my champion. The only two games I got to pick my champion was that Vagar game where I LOL ripped the website where like auto picks a champion and it landed on Vagar. I was like, I'm playing Vagar. Lock me in it. That was the only game where I actually got to pick my champion.
Okay.
My team does not trust me.
The only time my champion was even left up was game one when the other mid was an Anivia player and he picked it.
That that ha No, it was a scrim that happened. People leave up my Aurora sometimes to first pick Aurora. We've seen it twice with one in a scrim and one a game. But I mean, my LeBlanc outside that very first game where I guess that team just didn't scout, my LeBlanc has not been seen.
Yeah,
Would love to play her.
that was shades of the good boy LeBlanc. I will admit, your LeBlanc was very impressive that game. Because I believe I casted that one week one.
Yeah, my team entered me and it was like, okay, I have to carry now.
Yep.
Very fun game.
I mean, you're picking LeBlanc to do that anyway, so
It's true.
you got the right
But
champ
yeah,
in the
back
hands.
to this game. I mean, I just don't see how Team Femboy wins this like based off draft. Even if you let Sivir scale, like I mean, they can easily get on top of Sivir. The only thing that I can see happening is when bot lane is being sent mid, and Tristana tries to ego the Sivir with the Yuumi on top of the Sivir. That is the only way I see Sivir ever getting a kill this game.
Yeah, I agree for the most part. Like, I don't. I'm trying to see a world where, like, if Camille gets ahead and then Yumi sits on the Camille steal doesn't have like the innate tankiness and lifesteal after the passive shield proc where she can sit back and brawl against all of the CC. Like
I
I
will
don't.
say this though, Team Femboy, we've only lost two games, and if you look at all of our drafts, I don't think we've ever won a draft. I don't think we've ever. A lot of that has to do with me because I have such a small, tight champion pool, and
Yeah.
I'm usually banned out, so I'm like playing like three champions. But I do not think we've ever won a draft.
Uh, that's funny. I will tell you. I I
Are you
kind
in, by the way?
I am not reloading in still. I
Okay.
can respect the tightened up champion pool. Okay, 3 seconds, 4, 5.
I'm at zero. Just let me know when unpause.
Okay. Okay. I'm at 0, 3, 2, 1. Play. Sweet.
Okay, and we're starting. Wonder if Instinct should invade here. They did 5 point last game. They definitely have the better level one.
Oh yeah, yeah for sure. It already looks like coming out of basic
Talia
level 1.
is Talia is a surprisingly pretty good level one champion with her second part of her Q where she can like throw that single rock and does AoE. Okay, they are going to sit in this bush here in the river.
I just can't. I still can't believe we're seeing Rurika and Annie for crying out loud.
Oh. Talia flashes level 1, they get the ward. Oh, look at him go. Big stun from Marika.
On the one guy with a shield, by the way.
That's my goat. He goes Summonary both games. I guess he's just a Summonary merchant.
Guess so. I don't like Summonary into what's obviously going to be a D shield.
I think you have to go Electrocute into Katarina when you're playing Annie.
Yeah, I would tend to agree on this.
I don't play top lane. Does Camille go W start?
I believe so. Yeah, in the melee matchups.
Okay. That just seems a little off to me. I feel like if she just like started Q, she just gets like 20% of his HP.
I think the W start is more for like the tanks that can actually have like a decent level 1 into her. Because if she starts Q and Orange starts W, like that's a boatload of damage.
I guess that would even out damage. Look at the Annie go.
Yeah.
Jarvan level 2 ganking mid. Oh, he's going for the invade. They have no vision on that.
Ooh. Avalon's not playing any games this game. He's a.
He got invaded and put behind. I was like, nah, I'm done with that.
I actually didn't. I thought Talia needed blue buff there early, but I guess mana regen better in jungle.
I think red start's always good tempo wise. Because you gotta do like the wolves to Gromp into blue buff, and like you're just. Well, no, they did switch Grub's time. I actually don't really know the better jungle route now since they
Oh, look at Don
made
Don
Grubs longer.
already roaming mid here. Rurika,
And
you
we're
don't.
seeing a gank top as well.
Oh, nice sidestep.
Gets to save the flash. We might see a flash from Camille here. Did Jarvan already EQ or is he holding it? Oh,
He's holding it.
Well played by him. A lot of Jarvans that I know would just immediately just EQ.
Yeah. See, now that you didn't get a kill out of it, I think it's really hard now to like recover. But Talia didn't immediately go to the other buff,
He
so
does get the chickens, and we'll get top scuttle for sure. Also, I want you to keep watching this bot lane, mini-map wise. Good first blood from the Ornn. Was not expecting that burst damage. But what I was saying is, my Yuumi on my team, we've seen this Yuumi before. He likes to hop out a lot.
Oh, decent flash there by Mac, but still gonna get away. He's trying to save 2 lives here, but Katarina's coming down.
He should be dead
Katarina
here.
gets these kills. This is massive. They're trying to give it to Cat. Cat gets 1. Yeah, Cat's gonna get
Probably,
maybe.
we'll give it to the Tristana. And I think they gave it to Tristana because I don't know if you saw, but Tristana failed flash over the wall.
I did not catch that.
Yeah, she did failed flash over the wall. I don't want to say anything because but she ended up getting a kill for it, so I guess that's worth for her. Same build path from this Tristana, both games.
Also, can we note that Katarina getting a kill off the Dark Seal back is pretty massive.
It is very well. She's only going to be able to get kills through these scuffles. I don't think I ever see her being able to solo kill point and click stun Annie.
I mean, it
But
is
yeah,
Annie
we
and
can
it is
already
Rurika.
see this draft gap happening here. It's just like this Talia cannot play this game. I did note that Femboys did early award the blue buff, but they awarded it so early that it doesn't matter. It went down before jungle camps even spawned. But they are hard playing for this blue buff. I think they're going to have to give it with Tristana coming.
Eureka's coming over, but only level 5 here. They're going on this Jarvan.
Jarvan's pretty poked out. I think they might be able to secure this unless Rel gets a pretty massive engage, but Eureka's holding the stun and Sivir Spell Shield.
Yeah, I
I think
think
they're just going to have to give this.
Yeah. Nice jump over by Don there.
If I recall correctly, this Ornn Camille matchup, the second Camille gets an item, it's just almost unplayable for Ornn. I think that's when the game is going to get more interesting, but I think early on, Femboys is just going to have to play safe and just keep tracking this Jarvan and make sure they don't get ganked by this Jarvan. It looks like Jarvan's just not caring about his camps and just only going for engages here. Ornn does have ulti here. We do see the Ornn go out. Camille's just out.
Yeah. The champion's so hard to gank.
Jarvan's wasting enough time where this Talia is catching back up. She's currently ahead. Jarvan does have more camps out on the map, but the gap is already basically back to even.
See a Sunfire coming out.
Yeah, he's going Sunfire.
Not a big fan of that one. Sunfire got nerfed to Oblivion. Oh, maybe?
Oh, we do see a solo kill from mid lane. Rirka did not respect the damage.
Ooh.
I guess he thought he did a little bit more damage, but the resolve secondary Doran shield from Katarina is just so tanky early game.
Yep. You couldn't ask for a better start on this Katarina now.
No, it's not even first dragon yet, and that's usually where Katarina pops off, is the first, second dragon.
Oh, Arctic trading a little up here in the top lane.
This orange just punishing this Camille. But back to what you're saying about the orange build path, I would assume you go Ninja Tabby rush into this matchup.
Oh, maybe
Another
another
solo
one.
kill from this Ornn. Talia is top. I think the second Talia shows top, Jarvan's going to start that dragon.
Yeah, bot lane has prio. He's flinching
Yeah, we
finishes
do
with
see
both as well.
Jarvan moving. And he does have to be careful, but I think Jarvan's going to go for dragon. If Jarvan did know, it'd be more worth for Jarvan to take his entire bot side before this dragon.
Yeah.
But Talia, I think Talia's forced to go these grubs here.
Yeah. Actually, I think they're okay sitting on the grubs here with Camille Silver. The lanes are going to be pretty pushed up.
Jarvan does get vision of the chickens. Okay, Jarvan is most likely going to take this entire bot side.
Let me see. Oh, we see another E miss on the Camille. I think she's trying to play off this orange pillar and just hasn't been able to do it.
I know this matchup's like really Camille favored. I'm pretty sure it is the first item where it gets super favored, but so far this Ornn is just not taking damage and doing a lot more damage than Camille is.
He's got a full Sunfire now in 9 minutes. It'll be really hard for Camille to step up now.
Yeah, these trades are just not even whatsoever. Yuumi is... both bot laners are both close to first item. I think Rel is just sitting on a lot of gold here.
Here comes Jarvan from the backside, though. Oh.
Jarvan does flash to try to get it before the spell shield, but it's not end up working out. Katarina is down here. Annie's here as well. Might just be 0 for 0. Really well played on the Sivir.
Yeah. Disrupting Jarvan back's pretty big here. Oh, what a
Wait.
combo by Arctic.
This Ornn's the GOAT. Okay, that Ornn played that so well. And I think Ornn is just going to sit in between these two towers, and I don't think Camille can play unless Talia comes in. I don't think Talia and Camille can even double 2v1 him.
This is what's going to feel bad as like a mage. You press tab and you're like, oh, he's built full armor, and you still can't kill him because he's that far ahead.
The Talia pick could have worked, but the invade did not help Talia. She's just kind of playing for items. She does have her black fire here, so she will do surprisingly amount of damage. But I just don't really know who she can kill unless she gets on top of this Tristana. Is this going to be a Nashor's rush for the Katarina? I don't know if people are still doing that. Could be mistaken.
I couldn't even tell you what the cat build is. I haven't seen one in quite a while.
Last cat I've seen in Silic went AD, but I think that was just... I'll check right now what Katarina players are going. They're going Electrocute, they're going Lichbane into Shadow Flame is their most popular build path.
Oh wait, that's Fiendish Codex Blasting Wand. That could still be a Lichbane.
Oh, I forgot they did change it. It's not,
yeah, they did. They did change it to Blasting Wand.
This is what happens when you don't play League in about 2 weeks.
I see Malignant's coming out for Rurika here.
Camille's just gonna keep bleeding and bleeding. Flash goes out for Reek. I don't know how much it matters.
I actually think Cat, yeah.
She didn't even need a flash, but really well played on her. Sivir does a lot of damage, but
oh, nice.
Not enough. Good barrier.
Oh,
the Tristana Rel does go down. Jarvan has to be careful here.
Yeah, I think he's out. No.
Talia has to be careful about Katarina. The blink does go through the rocks.
Cat's just slowly collecting kills in these skirmishes. Tristana's on the board now.
Tristana should be item. Sivir's going back without item.
Yeah. Looks like Instinct just picked a comp that they were definitely, I don't want to say like more comfortable on, but just fits their play style of like wanting to fight, wanting to, you know, communicate and play out these fights really well.
This is complete opposite from last game.
Yeah.
Team Instinct stacking dragons, invading, all of that, and Team Femboys is just trying to get as much gold as they can while behind. Because come that third dragon, you're gonna have to fight. This would be very huge for Camille here if Camille gets this kill.
No.
Ornn does flash away from the Camille. I honestly think that's a worth flash. I think if Camille gets this kill, this matchup gets very hard for Ornn.
That's fair. That's fair. We do see Cat did complete the Nashers. So.
I don't think it's bad. But I think, I mean, the numbers are saying Lichbane Shadowflame, but we will see what happens with this Nashor's build. She does have Conqueror, which I think Nashor's is better with Conqueror.
Oh, they don't know this Jarvan's behind here.
No flash from Sivir. This is 2 kills down again.
Oh, this Yuumi putting
Tristana
in work,
gets one. Katarina get the second one. Katarina does get the second one.
9 stacks.
Tristana and Katarina keep getting these kills.
Up 1,000 gold though, with 7 kills deficit here.
CS difference. They're all. Well, I guess Ornn and Tristan are up, but I mean, this Jarvan is behind in gold. Talia might get picked out here. Has ulti? Will ulti out?
Oh, well played. And
Rirka does AFK. The pause goes out.
oh,
Hey, okay, they're gonna let this fight play out. Oh, Rirka is back already. Another kill to this Katarina. She has a fully stacked Darksteel. Do we ever see the Magi's by here?
I think we might.
She decides to go for Boots Book. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, she already egoed Katarina. You might as well go the Magi's here. Oh, did it pause on you?
It paused on me. Trying to see if it's catching back up with the pause. Okay, there
It does
is.
catch back up. I'm at 59, 16,
Yeah.
1601.
Yep, we're the same. Yep.
Cool.
Your boys here in the bot lane though, picking up this turret, which is pretty big for them.
Does send the Sivir mid. The only problem is Annie side lane against a fed Katarina does not sound too good for the Annie. I think Annie's just gonna have to hover mid for a while until this wave gets back to her tower.
We got the zoomies.
I think Annie's gonna have to drop this next wave if Katarina stays, but looks like Katarina's moving towards mid to hover. Which I think Katarina should just sit bot and just pressure the map.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think this is.
Annie just catches this wave free. They might tower. They will tower dive this Annie bot lane here. Annie does not have flash. Has Tibbers up.
Oh, but burns the stun.
Wow.
Bye, Annie.
Another kill.
Oh, but they're diving onto your bot lane here in mid.
Sivir does have flash up. Julia is here. This mid.
Put in so much
Ooh. Barrier goes out from Tristana to save her from the Sivir Q. Rel is here, no ulti. Tristana's 1 HP. They might get this mid tower here, which is really huge. Katarina is walking up, but I don't think she gets there in time. She might. It's not going for it. Sivir getting gold is very scary for Team Instinct.
Katarina having
We
the
can
burn
already
flash.
see the power of Sivir Yumi here.
Yeah.
Rirka with a McDonald's as Wi-Fi from Julia.
Out of all this fighting, though, we haven't seen, you know, the lead in the top lane kind of affect the rest of the map. So this will be quite interesting once Ornn groups up in 5v5s. He's still so far ahead, though.
He is going MR.
He's up 1,300 gold on this Camille.
I'm not the biggest fan of this Rukern buy. So I think Sivir is gonna still be doing a lot of damage. I think Team Femboys is gonna be forced to get this dragon. I think they should have done what Team Instinct did game 1 and just tower dive this Ornn and let Camille just get 2 towers.
Yeah, they're not putting that much resources into Camille, especially after you got all 3 grubs. Like, I don't think Camille's so far behind that you bail on that potential win condition.
I guess they think they win the 4v4, which they could. They don't have any MR for the Annie and Talia burst. One big Annie stun. Someone could just get one shot here. We do see the TP from the Ornn. Camille's going to follow up once she gets a recall.
Oh, nice turn!
Oh, good. Well played from that Rel Katarina.
Oh my lord, what a turn
Camille
here.
does cancel her TP to get the tier 1 just to get some gold back on the board, but it's looking the same as game 1. It looks just so one-sided where it's really hard to come back from. Yeah, Katarina ulti just gets to see her through the bush. The Rift Herald goes out mid, and they're just gonna get mid tier 2.
My
This
lord.
game is about to look very unwinnable for Team Femboy here.
An Inferno stacking for the Katarina with the fully charged up Dark Seal. Yep, this is Otacon as well. Like, this is such a massive lead for Instinct here.
I wish they removed Otacon. I do not like this objective.
Yeah. I don't.
I like the change to it where it's not like 2 different Otacons, you have to pick up the flowers, but it does make it feel like more of an objective than just like a big 5v5. But I feel like having Dragon and Otacon both being up, if you just want to fight, it's just so hard to come back from.
Yeah, I definitely think it increases like the tempo of the game to where like the winning team, it's like all of a sudden you win a fight, you get Dragon, you back, you win a fight, you get Otacon. Like it forced the comeback goal to be so big now that you see stuff like, you know, what we have here, 3 kills to 16, and it's a 3,000 gold lead.
They did get rid of one of the grubs, so it's not just like objective.
Yeah.
So I do like that change, but it's still just I am a player who likes to sit mid and solo kill his enemy. It's kind of hard to do that when there's always an objective up on the map.
Well, sounds like me and you are polar opposites. Because I'd rather be side lane, and I will see you at 30 minutes.
You can just see this vision gap as well with all the prio that Team Instinct has. This Camille does not know what's about to happen. Wait, they might have used everything a little too egregious on Team Instinct. Camille just gets out for free.
Yeah?
They might force this mid tower here. If Katarina does go down to Sivir here, that is so huge.
Oh.
And he does pick up the kill, but
but
I was not
execute.
expecting that tower damage.
But it's an execute onto the Sivir, so that's pretty big.
Team Femboy if Team Femboy gets out here, it's really worth. But it looks like this Talia is going down. Camille just instantly just gets CC chain the second she presses E. I don't think Camille's gonna be able to get out with Rel on the side. And here's Ornn. They technically don't lose anything for it. If Sivir got the shutdown and lived that tower shot, I think we'd be having a little bit of a different conversation. But I think this is just so one-sided that I think Team Instinct ends up ending the game in 2 minutes once Baron's up.
We're calling for FFs in the chat here. FF, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
We definitely don't appreciate the FFs here, but it definitely looks very hard. Oh, Eclipse kind of jumped up here.
Sivir down. They just don't win the fight.
Yeah.
Sivir's all their damage. This Talia pick just does not do damage.
Oh!
Camille does pick up one, doesn't get the second one. They might end the game here. I think Rel should die for the stun charge here, so Team Instinct can just all in the Annie. We do have Ornn ulti coming up here with Rel flash. I think Rel just instantly has to go in on this Annie here. We have Sivir back up though. They waited too long. They had a full commit on Annie to end the game there. But I don't think it matters. I think they just reset and play this Baron. They cannot chase this. Ornn decides to upgrade the Jarvan item instead of the Katarina
I
item.
just noticed that as well. That was interesting. Camille TPing behind.
Could be a misclick. Do they have the damage for the Ornn here?
I think they do.
They do. Team Instinct does not get here in time.
And that's also Dragon.
Does
coming up
go
in
on
30 seconds.
Camille. I wish Sivir is getting these shutdowns. Sivir could be 3-9 now.
Yeah. But we do see Instinct actually pivoting, going over this Baron. It's just now came up.
They do deny the Infernal Soul, but I don't really think Infernal Soul is that important in this game.
No, I can agree. Yeah.
Going to play for this tier 2 top, which I think they get it without anything. I think Camille should be bot here. I think Camille should have pushed for this tier 2 bot, but decides to push up the wave mid. Orin does have TP, ulti, and flash, so they still could look for an end here. Jarvan has to be careful walking up this far. Sivir will do damage.
Oh,
Really good Talia ulti. It forces the Tristana and Jarvan to go out. I think Orin just dies here. This could be a huge throw from Team Instinct. Orin ulti does come out.
They're questioning on the turn here. Don's positioning for
They
it.
can't. I think they should just leave. Jarvan's too low.
Yeah.
Camille does catch the Rel. I think Rel does have another jump to get up. I think Camille will end up catching her. Tristana will get out. Jarvan will get out. I think they play for this tier 2 mid here since they did push out the mid wave.
The important thing, though, is they kept a couple of these Barons alive.
That is a huge throw. Still, Sivir not on the board with any of these kills. But she has 2 items. I think she's doing fine on items. Really, really good Talia ulti, by the way.
Yeah.
Jarvan's on a flank, but I don't think he can go in here.
It's comeback gold on the turret here.
And they back out here. Everyone lives. They might take his red buff here.
2k gold lead.
This game just got very interesting. Huge throw by Team Instinct here.
We start to see the upgraded boots coming out here, which I think pretty smart buys here after the second, third item. Let's see, Rel now on 2 items. Trist on 3 with upgraded boots is pretty massive for this next fight. Jarvan finally building some tank stats.
They still have to play pretty
Oh, there's a
careful.
potential catch here on Camille.
Camille does go down. They did burn Jarvan ulti for this.
Yeah.
But they still have Rel ulti, Rel flash, and Ornn ulti, so they still can look for a full engage here, which I think they are forced to if they want to end this game without throwing.
Yeah. I think right now the trigger's on Don here. See what he wants to do. I think if they snap engage onto Annie here, they definitely can one-shot her. Oh,
Huge pick from the Talia there. It's just every second huge fight here.
nice Ornn ult to potentially stall.
Camille TP is going out. This could be an ace. They do have midwave. They will chase and kill this Rel. Sivir is already walking mid. Could we see an end from Team Femboy? I think we do.
Holy shit, what a turn.
Every single time I think Team Instinct's just gonna win the game, pull the trigger with the Rel flash. They don't, and Team Femboy just gets to get a pick. This Rel should have played so much more aggressive with these engages.
Katarina up.
Jarvan's up in 2 with ulti. I don't know how much it matters. Yeah.
Oh Lord, and that is Team Femboys.
2-0 from Team Femboys. So we do see the 3-way tie in Group A.
So it is now official that we have a 3-way tie for first
Do
place.
y'all have any plans for that yet, or?
Um, I believe there will be tiebreaker games involved. Um, don't quote me on that. I think we just had a discussion about it. The interesting thing is that Femboys, Coin Flip, and Instinct CK are all in the playoffs, but they're all tied at 4-1, and they've rock paper scissors each other. So I think the discussion is tiebreaker games, and I think for the most part we're looking like we're going that direction. It will most likely, don't quote me on this, most likely be like a step ladder where two teams play each other and then the winner plays the top guy. I don't know what metric we're judging for the top seed. I believe match score was thrown around, but I think most of these match
I
score
know a
wise.
lot of people do game time when it comes to tiebreakers.
I'm not a big fan of game time,
Me neither, honestly.
but I feel like that's one of the few metrics that can actually give you like a clear cut.
Was
Like,
this the final game, or is there any more games?
no, this is it. This was the final game
I
of the
kind of want
regular
to. I
season.
kind of want a game three still. Then make them play another one.
I mean, they might play it again. There might be a salty run back here.
And
The,
get
the,
game three for tiebreaker.
well, I mean, coin flip may have something to say with that.
Yeah.
Unless winner
Well,
wants to
that's
play
gonna. This
coin
is gonna
flip.
be interesting. What are the other tiebreakers? What are the other groups looking like right now?
So I have it up on the stream right now. So Group A has Instinct, Coin Flip, and Femboys all at 4-1. They've all beat each other up. So that's
Group B looks figured out.
Group B has Bucket John Betts and Vibe Check, but then the third seed is a three-way tiebreaker between UAFS, For
Oh,
Fun,
uh,
and Cal
to
Poly. They've all beat up on each other. Um,
in
Group
Group
C
C, I see that as
is
well.
Group
Oh wait,
C.
Group C is gonna be the most interesting because one of those teams gets left out.
Yes. Yeah, so two out of the three teams will make playoffs in Group C as Froggy Style, who took Sad Boys' spot, Scorch, and Vancouver Impact are all tied at 3-2. And since we might as well be talking about the groups, let's look at this perfect layout of the group here: 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 for Group
Yeah,
B.
shout out Group D. Shout
Yeah.
out for them doing their job.
Uh huh. Well, yeah.
Some people do their job a little bit better than the others.
Yeah. I'm looking at my team down there. But yeah. So
Someone said,
that's.
"Yeah, just play a game three. Winner plays coin flip for first."
I mean,
That would
yeah,
be
but
funny, but I
but
think you would
that's
have to talk to other people about that.
yeah, but that's coming from the coin flip 80 carry, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Aristotelian.
I
Yeah,
I
but
still want my rematch against coin flip.
well, I mean, you
I still
might
want my
get it.
rematch.
I think if they play right now, though, unfortunately, you would have to play with Rurika, unless you're just tagging in now.
Oh no, I would definitely tag back in for against that team. I played so terribly both those games,
Yeah.
but I feel like our team against their team. I think I like eyesight wise. I think our team's just so much better on paper,
Okay.
but
I respect
we
it.
just did not perform either of those games.
At coin
Shout out
flip.
Coin Flip's jungle though. Their jungle played like super well.
Yeah, Brandino is pretty goaded, actually, and he's one of the nicest dudes in the world too. But coin
And dude, I
flip.
was not expecting that. Like I was going into that game, I was like, okay, their jungler is like a Shin player,
Hmm.
and our jungler is a sub, so like maybe it's like even. But he just like came out with all these picks I'd never seen, and just completely took over the game.
So Brandino, we've been discussing it all weekend with the mods, and I think I'm fair enough to say that there will be tiebreaker games. I just think it's gonna be we had to wait for this series to end to see how it goes, and then um, try to fill out the bracket where there's like a King of the Hill style. So um, again, I don't know what the metric is for who's the King of the Hill. in that three-way tie, but I think that's the direction we want to go with it. So, um, yeah, we will get back with you guys very, very soon. Um, Potentially as early as tomorrow regarding that. So yeah, Cho'Gath 1v1 for tie breaks. Well, then Rurika's definitely not playing it. We've seen his
I mean,
Cho'Gath.
the tiebreaker games will be interesting because I'm pretty sure. Well, us against Coin Flip had a sub, and Instinct versus us also had a sub for both teams.
Yeah,
So I think all these rematches, hopefully, all five players on each team will actually play.
yeah.
I don't know how the Coin Flip Instinct game went. I don't know if there's a sub or not in their game.
I couldn't tell you either. That's the part where I just started to lose track of just who's on what team and all that stuff. So
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I've been paying attention to like the Group A team, so I'll be
yeah.
honest, I have no idea about any of the other teams in the other groups.
hmm Yeah, but it'll be interesting because I think I think the top three for Group D that I've played against are very talented. I've casted, uh, not on purpose, but a lot of you
Wait,
guys in Group A.
question. Was
So,
Coin Flip Instinct also 2-0? Were all three of the games 2-0s?
let me check. So Instinct did 2-0 coin flip.
And Coin Flip 2-0'd us and we 2-0'd Instinct. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, then it's a real tiebreaker.
yeah. So,
Because I
uh,
was thinking if like one of the teams like 2-1 the other team, then like maybe like they should just like they're like the first spot. But yeah, everyone 2-0'd each other.
yeah, that's what makes it difficult. Is like if you go to match score, everybody ends up tying. But so then, what do you go from there? So, yeah, we're still discussing it. I think we have settled that there will be like a three-way King of the Hill. It's just trying to figure out who's the top seed and what metric we're going to use. But there will most likely for sure be tiebreaker games, which for you guys in Group A is going to be fucking fire.
It will be fun. Hopefully we are all playing, no subs. I really want to play against this Instincts mid laner. I've heard a lot of hype about him, and both me and him needing a sub this game is very unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah, you guys share, in my opinion, like a very similar play style and very similar like
Oh, so
approaches.
we're just gonna kill each other on repeat.
Uh, yeah, yeah, and I don't think LeBlanc ever gets
Junglers don't
played.
come mid.
Yeah. So, well, congrats to you guys for making that 2-0 there to Instinct.
Yeah, well, I
And
was scared, but Rel didn't want to pull the trigger, and the Sivir Talia damage just kept going out while they're kind of waiting to see what happened.
yep.
Really surprised on that throw. I could have sworn Instincts was just gonna win that game very hard.
hmm Well, I appreciate you joining me on this one. Definitely.
Yeah, anytime. I gotta go flame Rirka for playing Annie.
Yeah. Hey,
GG's, GG's.
his comeback is he won.
That is true. Thanks for letting me cast. It
Oh,
was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was.
yeah, man. Anytime, man.
I was
So,
coming in here just thinking I was going to say like five things, and it's usually like flame towards my team.
there was flame, but it was more than five things, so it evened
Yeah,
out.
true.
You can accomplish
All right,
one of those goals.
all right. Thanks for having me.
All
Catch
right.
you.
Later. Alrighty, people. Well, that is our matchup between Femboys and Instinct. Congrats to Femboys for 2-0ing. Congrats to Instinct for making this another tiebreak situation again, which is unfortunately becoming common compared to the last couple splits where there's three-way ties. So, um, yeah, there's going to be a few more, I believe, games being played. We should announce something here very, very soon, so we can get the tie breaks and all that process rolling overall. So keep a eye out in the server, and once we announce something, we'll get these games going. I do plan on, for the most part, casting a lot of these tiebreakers if they fall on my schedule. And till then, GG's everybody. Thanks for joining us.